What is up, YouTube? Doing another little update. Doing some exhaust work. Show you what I got going on so far. I got the tips with the outlets off of the muffler. I hacked them off because where my exhaust sits now, I'll show you. Alright. Right there are my two back cylinders. And I want to try to have them come down. And then right next to this one, it's going to 90 out. Somewhere, it'll sit somewhere roughly right in here. And the same thing with the front cylinder exhaust. I'm going to 90 it out. And it's going to 90 here. And come out right here by this hose clamp deal, whatever this is. I'll have to remove it. I may have to swing out the exhaust a little bit. I might have to remove that tab and just let it swing out, because when I ride it or whatever, it that inside exhaust blows down and it just shoots up dirt. So I want to try to get that pointed out, get the heat away from the bike. That's about it for that. I'll show you what I got. This will be, I haven't decided because it's going to work both ways. Either the back side will come down and 90 out. If I do it that way, I want to have this other piece of tubing, oops, sorry, wrong way. It'll sit like that, so it'll 90 out. Make sense? I'll eventually clean it up and get that welded. It may not work right, it's galvanized, but I use that from an old trampoline frame. For where it's really at, the thickness should be good because it's not right at direct heat. I want to see if I can't cut out this angle right where they bent it. I'm going to try to cut that out and piece it if I need to piece it. I'll just fab up my own exhaust. But that is it on that. Just an update. I could stress relief it like they did there and put a clamp around it, but I don't want it to look all tacky. I may or may not keep that exhaust, I don't know yet. I'm having to use a hand saw, but it's working. So that's the exhaust part. And bad news on the stock tank. Ugh. This is the petcock side. They had it all plastered up with putty or whatever they had trying to hold that up. Did not hold because I just chipped it off with I got a sheet metal hammer up there and I've been chipping it off. They tried to repair it here. Nothing. And again with the Bondo, I don't know what the hell they were doing here. I may just get another tank. But honestly, I think I can just patch weld that, grind it. It won't have like there, right here where the edge of it, where they roll it together, the two pieces, or stamp it, whatever they did, it won't have that body line in there. Because if I patch this up, I'm going to just bring this flush all out. So I like to use the tank still because there's really no dents. I mean, you got one nick dent here, but a little bit of body filler would fill it in good. I got pretty much the whole side of the tank sanded. And you can see somebody's fucking macaroni noodle bullshit fucking retard weld job. If I offend anybody that did this, I'm fucking glad. My man, I tell y'all what, fucking retards. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Watch this. Fucking jack off. Alright. Just an update. That's about it. I'm also in the process of running power in here because winter time's coming up. I got a couple of these wall sockets I'm gonna use. I'm gonna feed it in because only power I got coming in here is to that light. And I'm just gonna tie in from here and maybe have one run down that wall, and then the rest of them, at least that box, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put on that wall or under the table somewhere. But alright. Oh yeah, another update. Doing research on YouTube for my carburetor. I think I'm going to try to use some seafoam. I've talked to a few people I worked with. They seem to use it. Just pretty much more good reviews about seafoam than any other product that I've seen without manually pulling the carburetors off and doing a whole rebuild on that, which is a lot of money. My bike is very expensive on parts, so everything I do, I'm going to try to do myself, such as what I'm doing now, and keep everything by hand. But I think I'm going to have to buy a few parts through Honda or wherever, I don't know. I'll probably need new plugs, wires, and coil packs and all that before it's over with. Still need to figure out a clutch. I think it's got a wet clutch on it. So when I do the clutch, I'll end up doing oil and a new filter on that part. Basically a tune-up on it. I think it'll be running badass. Get that carburetor jet shit figured out. I'm going to remove that stock airbox and put individual filters on them. I don't know which way I want to go with that yet, so that's one step at a time. So, alright YouTube, that is it for now. Let me finish cutting down the exhaust tubes, and I will keep y'all up to date.